Hi everyone, it's me, Crisha Noronio. Welcome to my podcast, My Journey to Self-Discovery. So today, I'll be sharing a story. My story. It's a tale of growth, realization, and embracing life's uncertainties. So, let me start with a line that has stayed with me since I was a child. Que sera, sera, whatever will be, will be. So, is it a line that's somehow familiar to you? Well, it's from a song I heard when I was younger. Back then, I didn't understand what it truly meant, but I sang it anyway because of its beautiful melody and it's just, catchy for me. So, yeah, I really like this song since I was a child. But little did I know, those words would one day resonate deeply with me. Growing up, I was a quiet, shy child sitting unnoticed in the corner of my elementary classroom. But my teacher believed in me. They saw my potential and encouraged me to work harder. Slowly, I transformed from the invisible girl in the back to an honor student. My parents were very happy, and of course, I was too. But that's when something shifted. Expectations from my family and others started piling up. As a child, I didn't feel the pressure of it yet. I simply enjoyed the journey and even joined quiz competitions and dreamed about who I'd become. High school, however, was different. I remained an honors student, but I began pressuring myself. I wasn't just striving to do my best, I was striving to meet everyone else's expectation. Looking back, I see now that I was working hard, but for the wrong reasons. It wasn't for my growth or fulfillment. It was to gain approval from others. Then came the pandemic, and with it, everything changed. The shift to online learning was hard to me, and I had a difficult time adapting to it. My grades dropped then. For the first time, I wasn't on the honor roll, and I was devastated. I blamed myself, and I wish I could turn back time and, just change the past, change all the wrong decisions and choices I've made. Regret weighed heavily on me. When I was in senior high, I moved to another school. And there, I thought maybe it would be easier. But instead, the pressure intensified. Everyone assumed I'd excel because I came from a private school. And I did, for a while. I became the top student in class. And it was a nice feeling that I never knew I'd be able to experience. Yes, I've been an honor student back then, but it was my first time becoming the top one student in class. It was a position that I hoped to maintain, a feeling that I never wanted to let go. But I was constantly anxious. I lived in fear that someone might overtake me. I tried to convince myself and act like it was not a very big deal to me, but it was. My self-worth became tied solely to my academic performance. Then, life, I believed God, intervened. I fell ill for a month and my grades really became low. I dropped to second place and it crushed me. But that moment was also a wake-up call. I realized that I had been sacrificing my health, my dreams, and my happiness to meet other people's expectations. And for what? It all felt meaningless. That experience taught me an important lesson. I needed to take care of myself. And now, here comes college. Back then, during my senior high school years, I was actually quite unsure of what course I was gonna take. As I've said, I've always worried about what other people would think, and I was torn apart from choosing a course that would land me to a good income job, or choosing a course that I am really genuinely interested or that I really want to take. But after a lot of thinking, I chose to take the course that I want, or more likely, somewhat close to the course that I actually really wanted to take, but it was not available here in VSU. So I chose the ABELS course, which is a Bachelor of Arts in English Language Studies. Nevertheless, I was happy that I finally made a decision for myself and not for others. As a first year college student, I'm beginning a new chapter. It's been exciting, nerve-wracking, and filled with endless possibilities. College is a whole new world, a place where I'm learning to stand on my own, build new habits, and figure out who I want to be. It hasn't been easy. Sometimes, I still fall into the trap of worrying about my grades or trying to please others. But I've learned to pause, breathe, and remind myself of what truly matters. It hasn't been easy. Sometimes, I still fall into the trap of worrying about my grades or trying to please others. But I've learned to pause, breathe, and remind myself of what truly matters. This time, I want to study for me, not for anyone else. And through one of our subjects, which is understanding the self, I was reminded that we are more than just our physical and intellectual aspect. We are more than just what we see. Humans are complex beings with endless capabilities and potential, so we should not just limit ourselves to what others tells us we can be. And the journey to finding our potential, our purpose in life, it would not be smooth and perfect. Things might not turn out the way we would want them to be. We might encounter a lot of mistakes, and sometimes it might seem like we can't see anything ahead of us. We might even feel like we're being left behind. But it's okay. If you feel tired, then rest for a while. Everyone can have their own pace. I've come to accept that I can't control everything. I don't have all the answers yet to the questions and what my future would be. And that's okay. I trust in God's plan for my life and believe that everything happens for a reason. So here I am, embracing the uncertainties of my life. My story is still unfolding, and I don't know what lies ahead, but I'm ready to face it all. With faith, hope, and the words that have guided me all these years, que sera, sera, whatever will be, will be. Que sera, sera, whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. Thank you for listening to my story. So, if you ever felt lost or unsure of your path, then I hope my journey reminds you that it's okay to not have it all figured out. Just, keep on growing, keep on learning, and trust the process. More importantly, trust God. So, till next time, this is Crisha Noronio signing off. Bye!